A great way to understand this skill is to think of it like sharing lollies amongst friends. You wish to be fair to all your friends, making sure everyone gets the same amount. Imagine you had 12 lollies. If you wanted to half the total number of lollies, how many will be in each group? Yes, 6 lollies. Understanding what your fraction represents helps with these questions. In this example, we have denominator 2 telling us that it is broken up into 2 equal groups. So to figure out how many are in each group, we divide the whole amount by the denominator. And 12 divided by 2 equals 6 in each group, confirming our original guess, which 1/2 of 12 is 6. We just learned how to answer questions when the fraction has a numerator of value 1. How do we solve the next question when the numerator is not 1? Let's look at this scenario, 3/4 of 20 lollies. Firstly, taking the time to understand your fraction. In this example, the denominator is 4, telling us that the total number of lollies is broken up into 4 equal groups, while the numerator 3 details how many of these groups you have. So our first step is to break the total into 4 equal groups, which is division, and 20 divided by 4 equals 5, telling us that there are 5 lollies in each of the 4 groups. Finally, now considering the numerator, which tells us we have 3 of these groups, and multiplication helps us calculate groups of the same number, and 3 groups of 5 equals 15, telling us that 3/4 of 20 equals 15. Now let's quickly summarize the steps to solve. Example 1, when the numerator of the fraction is 1. Step 1, divide the whole amount by the denominator. Now, example 2, when the numerator of the fraction is not 1. Step 1, divide the whole amount by the denominator. Step 2, multiply the value of step 1 by the numerator. Now I showed you this idea with sharing lollies. Did you know that this skill can be used on practically any real-world thing or object? For instance, finding a fraction of an amount of time, or an amount that is a measurement, or an amount of people, or an amount of objects such as money. That is why we use the word amount in the title, because it can be used for everything. Also, we need to highlight when the word of is used in mathematics. It typically means multiplication, and we answer it the exact same way as we learnt in this video. You now know all the key information on this concept. However, can you solve all exam style questions? Watch this next video to master questions easily.